we're gonna just jump right into this. So I got a lot I'm trying to get said here and show you. Uh, I've got two saws being built at once. You know why? You know who owns them. But I got into a Yank Noodle saw. He had something break one of his, and he had another saw there that had cases, one thing, the other. Well, I popped them apart. It only takes a few minutes. This is a Farmer Tech cases he actually had, and it had a Farmer Tech crank in it, which the crank wasn't no good, and he knew that. But what you run into sometimes with these saws, so you know what I have to deal with, and I like dealing with it. It's just part of the game, you know. If you can see right in these areas here that's wallowed out. Can you see that? See how that right in there, them ridges, that seal surface is compromised. I'll show you. See, you can stick that seal right in with your finger and it comes right out with your finger. So you can't do that. You can't use that. Okay, so I backed up and punted and I got looking. I went through everything I got. I got more freaking saw cases around here, and I'll be darned if I come up with a good set of cases that I would. I got some that are kind of crappy looking that I just built for people around here that to keep them going or something in case they break theirs. They don't care, but for you guys, you get none but the best. That's the way it is. Okay, so what we did, backed up and punt. He didn't even have a cylinder there that I could use, and his crank wasn't any good. It looked good, but the rod bearing was gone. It was just a little too loose. Almost good, but not quite. So you can't do that. I was going to donate a crank. Well, all of a sudden it dawned on me how many parts were missing. I says, Abner, I'm going to try to save you money. Let me fix this up. And I just tore apart a nice saw. It's tore down right now. It's getting ready to be built. This is a good saw. That's a nice saw. And I said, Abner, I'll sell you that saw. And by the time we buy all the parts individually, I said, you're going to have new saw price. We can't do that. And he said, okay. I said, the only problem is you don't have a cylinder. I said, do you mind if we got to buy a cylinder, why don't we buy the big bore cat? Well, he says, if we got to do that, we'll do that. Round and round it goes. Well, guess what? I looked in my little drawer right here below me. Guess what I found? Look at that. This is an original 371. I've been saving that. Can you see that name on that? I bet you can't. There you can. That's a Molly. Male. I don't know how you pronounce that. I don't know if the company put it on there knows how to pronounce it, but we know when we see that name, that's value added. And then when you flip them over and you look inside these transfers, you know you got nice transfers. Boy, they're nice and big. Ain't they nice? Boy, that's about like trying to cut your hair in a mirror, you know that? Yeah. They're good. Nice big ports. I love them 371s with these. They came two ways. Some of these cylinders drifted on into some of the 372s too. Okay, so we did that. We ended up with an HD carb and one thing the other. So we're back in business because we want to race saws and we're going to do it. Okay, so I'm donating that to the cause just so we can race some saws. I think it's good. Okay, so what we got is this nice little piston. Now, I'm going to show you something you'll never believe in your life. Weisco knows what they're doing. It's been mentioned in the comments, and I agreed completely with it, that in the dirt bikes, you want to leave just a little extra room for the Weisco piston to swell. And let me wipe that little booger off there. Hey, I wiped my camera lens off. I think maybe this will be better, huh? But can you see that tolerance right there? Right there, that line. Can you believe that crap? That's tight, ain't it? Nothing. All right, we'll run with that. This cylinder, this piston, does just what it's supposed to. Just nicely drops. There is no play. None. I'm wiggling it around best I can. Can you see that good? None. You can hear it. I love it. Okay, this is actually, it's probably got 1.5 is what it's got. And that's good for this piston. This piston does not get big. Okay, we run that. We run a bunch of them and know. I really like them pistons a lot. I might be cutting a deal with Dominant. If they do, I'll plug their product. If I can't cut a deal with them, I ain't plugging their product. I'll just keep using it. How's that? We know what we like. All right. So that's covered. We know what we're building here. I'm going to start on the big bore first. I'm getting all these parts cleaned up, and we're going to build at the same dang time, back to back, 2 of these 372s, one with a big bore. Jonathan Huggins, you're getting a dome, buddy. Okay, I didn't tell all you that the other day. I wanted to see where you went with this. I'm putting a dome piston in that big bore. So if you want to change your mind, you got a last chance. This ain't a trick question. I figure if we're going to get a little bit of entertainment value out of this, and I got to get my fat butt out there to heat and run against somebody that's a... I got another logger going to help me. I'll tell you what happened. This is funny. Oh, you're going to love this one. My buddy Jeff, he's logger. We started at the same time. Think the world of him. You know, he's a good man. I used to work for him on and off whenever, you know. And he called me this morning right in the middle of things. He says, Harvey, do you got a minute? Can you come to my sawmill? I said, well, what's going on? He said, I don't know. He started blowing water out of it. I mean, he's got a nice mill. It's got a Perkins diesel on it. Well, fan belt got loose, and what it did was popped head gasket. You know, no big deal. So I got him well on his way. It's all tore apart, and he's going to get parts, and we're going to put it back together. I says, now, Jeff, there's one thing you're going to do. I'm helping you. You're going to help me. He says, what's that, Harv? He says, anything. I says, I'm building 2 saws back to back, and I want another logger that can run saws at least as good, if not better than me. I said, we're going to race these at the exact same time. It's what we're going to do. We'll make 3 cuts, pass the saw to the other guy, and make 3 cuts. You guys time them, because we ain't going to, man, we're going to have our hands full. Now, something you need to know, this is no joke. Anybody that's logged very long or knows loggers, they'll say they're not competitive. They're all working together. They're competitive. Jeff and I are very competitive people with each other. And now, the difference is he's in better shape than me. But I got some game left. So we're going to make this a riot. I want you to know that. In fact, he was asking me, he says, Harvey, you want to cut a few? He said, I got 50 oak trees. As soon as the state marks their line, he says, they're awful big. He says, would you cut? I says, yeah, because I asked him right out. I said, hey, I'd cut a few trees for you now and then. He says, boy, I got the deal for you. So they're big, he said. They're real big. So if that happens, it don't take me long to do 50 trees. Well, when I'm in good shape, I don't know. Somebody had to probably drag me through the woods right now, but there ain't. I'm trying to get in shape. There's one way to do it. Work. Just work. That'll do it. That guaranteed. Out in this summer heat, you take 5 gallons of dang water and you drink as much as you can of it all day long. You start early in the morning. It takes 12 hours for you to hydrate. I know that's a medic. Before you start, 12 hours prior, you start hydrating when you know you're going to deal with the crap. And you better keep hydrating all the day, because it's good 12 hours later after you drink. This is the way the body works. I'm sorry. We're a good machine. We're just some things are a little slow. We sweat it out fast. I'm going to show you another thing I do. These series of saws were always, and they're not all of them. Some people cook their cylinders. They don't realize. See this right here? This is where your throttle cable comes up through. That light ain't exactly where I want it. Okay, this is where your throttle cable comes up through. Okay, so, you know, This front of the saw, this is the back. And now that ring has got 2 bolts coming through here to hold this, the carburetor, and the boot together. Now that's plastic. It's got a bolt on this side and this side. If that's over tightened any, that cups up. You know how plastic is. And it'll run fine for quite a long time. And all of a sudden things dry out, start moving, and you'll get an air leak, a little one. Well, next thing you know, your saw's starting screaming, and you're not sure why, and then it quits. It depends on the day. And then you cook a cylinder, okay? I'm not cooking cylinders. I know this crap. Look at this little beauty. Aluminum. I think I've showed you guys before. When you put one of these in there, that's the only place is right there that you'll get a leak. I put these on every saw that I build, okay? They're frickin' $3 worth of insurance, okay? $3 darn dollars. Boy, it's crazy not to. But a little preaching there, I don't mind. But boy, I cut that yesterday's video off a little bit. My phone sees my finger coming. I only have to touch that sometimes, and that's something else. Sorry, guys. We got some new subscribers. I'm not sure where you guys came from, right out of the woodwork, man. And thanks a lot, you know. Hey, welcome to the family, you know. We got our own little club or something here. I mean, fantastic, you know. You guys seen Buckin got his 266. He said he got to run it. He's like any of us. He's going to run it and see what it is. I know what it is. He'll find out. It's a little more than a 266, you know. They're not a 372. They're just not. But it's more than a 266. They were just good firewood saw, in my opinion. But now, I was watching another guy, I don't know where he's Oregon or somewhere on his channel. I don't know where the heck he's from. And I've seen once in a while on Buckin's channel the same thing. And I don't want this happening here. Okay, I'm going to tell you who I am. I'm the guy that don't take no crap, but I'll listen to everybody. I'm a kind man. I'll do anything I can for anybody. You already know that if you got a chainsaw question and you think you can tackle it yourself and you want a little advice or a little help, email me. If it gets where it's going to get deep, I'll give you my damn phone number. We'll talk about it. And I know a few of you will probably put that in comments at some point. But that's what I do. It ain't about the money. There ain't no money in this. There's fun in this is what there is. You know, this supports a good habits, what it does. And that's just about what it does. I could make money, but then you guys wouldn't like me no more. I like liking myself more, you know what I mean? Okay, here's where my rub is. If you haven't logged, you don't know. We had a military saying, you know, you don't know, you weren't there. And we refer to being on deployment, and other troops never went on deployment. They think they have an opinion of something. They don't understand what that's really like. Okay, when you go to a foreign country and them people hate you and you're fighting for their country, you don't know till you've been there. I'm going to tell you something about logging. I get testy about crap, okay? I'm going to put it right blunt. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend none of you, but I take this serious. If you see me working without chaps, that's my prerogative. Nobody said nothing here. You guys go. I was talking about, you know, this other guy. And even a couple times on Buckin's channel, I seen it. These loggers have to do a risk assessment. And there is sometimes you just aren't going to wear some of the stuff you should wear. I like wearing my safety gear. I'm going to tell you that right now. But when I got 95 degrees more than once, man, I peeled my frickin' chaps off so I could work the next hour or two without having frickin' sunstroke, you know. Heat prostration is bad news. Them stomach cramps is nuts. And I've done that. What it is, you step your game up. You get real scared. Nobody likes it. You get scared. You real vigilant. You probably ain't going to work a lot longer anyway. But, okay, it's risk assessment. These people think, oh, well, gee, Harv, why don't you wear one of them face shields that come down? It's got the screen on it. They're way cool. You ever try looking through one of them in the dark woods? Yeah, okay. You don't know because you weren't there. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't like them things, and I'm going to tell you why. I've worked on some state jobs where you got to wear all this stuff. Okay, fine, so be it. but it's a little dangerous. You'll get sticks come up through the side of them. Next thing you know, it's taking your helmet off. And one thing, I don't like that. And you can't see a dang thing. This sawdust is going to blow in your eye. So what? We absorb it. It's in our blood. This is what we live on, is sawdust and two-stroke mix oil. This is what keeps us going. You just know how to deal with it, You look at most loggers that are serious, they got double eyelids. Now, I ain't kidding you. Their top eyelid folds down. You look at every damn one of them, and it does. And that's from squinting a lot, And it is what it is. Maybe I can show you on me. See that? Boy, that's a dang thing. I don't even like looking at me that close. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, let's wear our freaking safety glasses, because that's better, I wouldn't go out in my yard and play with my little piddly buck, trimming up brush I don't even need to bother with, without my safety glasses. Wear them. Go ahead, idiot. You ain't working anyway. A logger ain't gonna wear no safety glasses straight out. Ain't gonna do it. You sweat every second, all the time. Your sweat's running down on the inside of your glasses, and that fines of that sawdust sticks to that. So what's the first thing you do? You take your little shirt and you go like this, like that, right? Do that about 4 or 5 times and put that abrasive. Next thing you know, you're going, I don't know where I am. Yeah, I got a problem with that. I recommend everybody wear their safety gear. It works. There is times, I'll warn you, some of that can't be applied because it isn't the right thing to do. And so you're going to see me run a saw, and you'll see me with safety gear. But that one time that I ain't, there's a reason for it, and I'm not going to explain why. Don't even bother messing with me about it. You don't know if you ain't there. If you're there, amen. Now, my problem is I don't always practice what I preach. Guys working around me that I tell them, man, where's your dang chaps? Get your dang chaps on. What are you doing? Man, where's your hearing protection? I believe in hearing protection. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't going to walk through life going, huh? Yeah, I'm big on that. And I'm big on the boots. You're going to wear them boots. And they have Kevlar in them too, and they're hot. That safety gear is stranded Kevlar. You might as well like stranded fiberglass, is what it looks like, but it's Kevlar. What it does, it comes out like angel hair. If your chain hits that, and I've tested it out by accident, it just comes out in long strings. It stops your chain just about instantly. It hits that sprocket and winds right up, and makes you feel pretty good when it does that. But it's like wearing snow pants, Arctic snow pants, all year. You don't know, man. That's some bad stuff. These newer ones that are lighter are even worse. I can't stand to wear the whole pants around here in the summer. In the wintertime, I like it. I can stay warm then. But, boy, in that heat, it's a bad deal. Okay, I probably pissed a few people off, and I'm sorry for that, but it don't matter to me. I'm just telling you the way I see things. I'm not telling you the right thing, all right? I'm telling you the way I see it. I want to thank all of you for being here. I hope that you'll stick around. I know I'm gonna. Okay, I'll talk to you another day.